Hey guys, this is Pokemon Sun, video number 48. I like how I introduced the video. This is Pokemon Sun, and it's just like a rainstorm. But it's not raining so hard out here. But in there it was like storming. That's crazy. So yeah, in the last video we basically went through Po Town, battled all the Team Skull grunts that were there, and we battled Guzma. We got back that young goose. I don't know why they would have spent so much effort in getting a young goose, but okay, that's whatever. So we're gonna fly back to the Aether house. Aether. We're gonna fly back to the Aether house, and I remember Nanu healed our Pokemon, so we don't actually have to go into the Pokemon Center to heal up. I guess we could have gone in there to drop off Hypno, but you know we didn't, so oh well. But where did she come from? She wasn't with me when I... Ugh. Q, he says. What? Gone. Several hours earlier. Dang, they took Lillie. And what were you doing, Hau? He's smiling. So he was there? What was he doing the whole time? Yes, Lillie took Cosmog. Calm down. So I actually did speed up his video, because I don't know, Gladion, is he really a boss? I don't know. Sorry, I'm doing commentary for like several of these videos in a row, and I get thirsty, so... If you hear me taking a sip from time to time, you know, just excuse that. Oh, but Gladion's all mad that they took Cosmog and that Lillie took Cosmog, so he's like, oh, I'm mad, so I'm gonna battle you. It's more experience for us, and you know, Gladion, the fact that he's Gladion and not just some random trainer, his Pokemon are a little bit stronger, so they get a little bit better experience from these, especially from this one. Type Null. I was gonna say, he's supposed to be a normal type, so the fighting type move should do a lot of damage. The bullet punch actually didn't knock him out, but the second one will. I got lucky in the fact that I didn't get attacked after the first bullet punch. Sneasel is next. Ice and Dark. That didn't do too much. We'll use Vital Throw. Po is epic. Epic Po is epic. How annoying, he says. You're annoying. Wheel? No. I need to heal my Pokemons, dude. Because, I mean, you just, you know, made them all faint. Alright, so we're gonna meet him at the Ula'ula Ferry Terminal. Yes, you can trust us. Calm down. Who are these kids? Calm down, you're not that weak. I mean, you're stronger than those little kids there. Maybe. I'm so mean to Hau. He's such a nice guy. Alright, so we're gonna run over here to Tapu Village and run to the Pokemon Center. This will be a good time to drop off Hypno, because I'm not really using Hypno anymore. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off Hypno. Like I said before, at this point I know who my 6th Pokemon is gonna be, but at this point in the game, when I was playing, I wasn't really sure. So I did go ahead and put Zygarde on my team as basically a plan B. Basically I put him there as a plan B, meaning that if I didn't find my 6th Pokemon on Po Island, or like between now and Pokemon League, that I would go ahead and have Zygarde be my 6th Pokemon. Because Zygarde is basically, you know, some of the types that I'm looking for. I was looking for my 6th Pokemon, I was looking for either Fairy, Dragon, or Ground. And Zygarde is 2 of those. Zygarde is Dragon and Ground. So, you know, if Zygarde ends up being my 6th Pokemon, that wouldn't be so bad because it's the types that I need. So, this way at least, I'm not going to put Zygarde at the front of my team, but this way at least, he'll come. But this way at least he'll be getting experience, and I'll have someone there that's getting experience while, yeah. Someone who's getting experience while I'm kind of moving on. What are you doing? Really? Okay, well obviously I knew this because I played this already, but like, when he said that, like, I had no idea that he was the Kahuna for this island. Like, this is like the most like informal, like, grand trial ever. He just like shows up on the boat dock while we're getting ready to take off, and he's like, I am the island Kahuna. I will challenge you. And he even throws the Pokeball like all nonchalantly. He's just standing there with his arms at his side. He's just like, why am I here? I love this guy. Sableye uses Fake Out. Poe flinched and could not move. Crunch. That'll just be neutral, but it'll still do pretty decent damage. So the last time we battled a Kahuna was Olivia, and she actually gave us a pretty tough time. We'll see how he does. He must specialize in dark types because Sableye is dark / ghost, and we already had a ghost type trial. So, and then we got Krokorok, who's also a dark type. So yeah, he is a dark type trial person. Dark type Kahuna. So Krokorok here, ground and dark. I'm actually going to take advantage of the ground typing here to have Aragog use a little Bubble Beam though. Swagger. So Aragog's attack rose, but he's confused now. But Aragog's going to learn Bubble Beam. It's a special attack, Bubble Beam, so it won't be affected by Swagger. But that doesn't make any difference because it was still enough to knock him out, so yay. Next is Persian, who is a pure dark type, I believe. He's either pure dark or dark / normal. Either way, though, Aragog's bug type moves should be super effective against it. He uses Power Gem, which is really random. It's a rock type move. So I believe that's going to be super effective against Aragog, being a bug type and all. Yeah, it's pure dark type. It evolves different from the Kanto one. It evolves from Meowth with a high level of friendship, which is kind of interesting. Bug Bite. I should really figure out how to teach him X-Scissor. Or maybe not. Maybe Leech Life is just the one that I need to kind of go with. And that was it. This was actually one of the easier Kahuna battles that we've had. I think I had a tougher time with both of them, actually. Hala and Olivia. Olivia was the toughest one. But I feel like I had a pretty tough time with Hala as well. Well, shoot. Of course I already knew you had the heart strength to storm Team Skull's stronghold, but I didn't know you were this good. And your Pokemon worked real hard for you. Let me fix your team. He's just like back there like snickering. Here, this is Yorn. It's yours, but I know I've always said Yorn. Look, we got the Dark EMZ. We can give that to Poe and power up his crunch. Power up that crunch. That crunch, though. Oh, he's gonna demonstrate it. That's like the most animated I've ever seen him. Look at Gladion's face. Oh my god. I have to say, like, the dialogue, this game has some of the best dialogue. Like, oh, Nanu and Gladion, don't you dare say this is fun, and Gladion there, congratulations, or whatever. Oh my goodness. And then, like, before when he's like, I'll make sure your remains make it home. Oh. He's awesome. Nanu. I wonder if his personality is going to change at all. It seemed like he was just kind of accepting of the fact that Team Skull was taking over Post City. And then he kind of made the comments like, oh wow, like they actually, like you actually beat them and some of them left. Like I wonder if he's going to I wonder if he's just going to be like that the whole time. Even when Acerola was talking to him, he was like, he seemed kind of annoyed with her. He says, I guess we'll take the elevator. Calm down, Hau. You don't have a plan either. I mean, the elevator seems like a pretty good place to start. No. I'll stay here. I'm not going to leave them behind. I wonder what would happen if I did go back to Melee. Like, what would I do? Like, I don't think I'd be able to progress any further than this. So like before when we came here, Team Aether was all like, oh, welcome to our paradise. And now they're just like, I will fight you. Like, big change in attitude from last time we were here. So they sent in that Alolan Doug Trio. Steel type, so, you know, fighting type moves will do well against it. I'm very conscientious of my breathing right now. I feel like I'm breathing really hard. Because I can hear it in the microphone. Because I'm wearing headphones and I can kind of hear like my voice echo. So when I breathe, I can hear it. Next is Sliggoo, Dragon type. I don't really have anything that is strong. against dragon types. So basically when they send out Pokemon like this, I basically just have to hit it with the hardest thing I have. And honestly, Pangoro is probably the hardest thing I have. But, you know, Pangoro's Z move isn't the strongest move. That's why I went ahead and switched into him. All the other Z moves I have, Raichu, Salazzle, and Araquanid are going to be not very effective against him. But the Ghost type is, so that's good. I mean, it's not very effective, but at least it's not, like... At least it's not very effective. It's neutral. So yeah, basically I feel like I kind of glossed over a lot of stuff, even though I feel like I've been talking about the video for the most part. Gladion is all mad that they took Lillie and Cosmog, so me and Hau are here helping Gladion find Lillie and Cosmog. Which is kind of interesting when you think about it, because usually in like things like this, you know, we're kind of the ones, like your character, like the character you're playing as is the one who's kind of like leading the charge, and like other supporting characters might be helping out. But here Gladion is like the one who's like leading things, and me and Hau are just here like assisting. But somehow I'm the one who gets to deal with all these trainers. I feel like that battle with Nanu was just so like casual and like, I don't know. It wasn't like all the other like grand trials like oh, you go through here and then like you go through this gate and like they make a big ceremony out of it. He just like showed up on the dog. He's like, oh, you're leaving here, battle me real quick. And then we battle and he's like, oh, okay, you won, congratulations, whatever, don't get yourself killed. So I wonder, like, where other people who are doing the island challenge, like, where he battles them. I bet you it's at that castle. That like, castle of the moon. Remember that castle that was there off of Ula'ula Meadow? That I went in there and I was like, ooh, I bet something big happens here. I bet that's his grand trial site. Or that was his grand trial site back when, like, you know, he cared. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it was. I bet that was the trial site. That was the side of the grand trial. I'm pretty sure. And it makes sense, like, given where, like, the layout of the island, because, you know, you had the guy who was there at the top of Mount Hakulani, right? Then you had What's-Her-Face there at the Mega Mart. And, I mean, that's just kind of, like, on the way, you know? It's there almost towards the end of the island, like, kind of the end of the rope. It makes sense that that would be the site of the grand trial. I feel like there are a lot of things in this game like that castle, and I know I've thought it a few other times, and I can't for the life of me think of when I thought of it before. But I feel like there are a couple of times in this game where I was like, you know what, this could like turn into something in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where I've like literally thought about like, ooh, I bet this is gonna play a big part in the next game. It's almost like when they made this game, they were already like setting up like the next one, if that makes any sense. Which is kind of cool, actually. I like the fact that they kind of would do something like that. So this is another example of me not really having anything that this thing is weak to. You know, ice would be really effective here, but I don't have that, so I'm just gonna have to hit it with something hard, like this Sinister Arrow Raid. Sticking with Driftbloom, or sticking with Hedwig here, we're going to use Spirit Shackle. That'll be super effective. Zygarde is at level 32. Yeah, like I said before, Zygarde is going to be my plan B, 6th Pokemon. In case I don't find anything that I like between now and Pokemon League, I'll at least have Zygarde there kind of leveling up. So by the time I get to Pokemon League, if he does end up being my 6th Pokemon, then, you know, at least he'll have been kind of leveling up with the rest of the team. Right now, Zygarde knows Sandstorm, Dig, Bind. Is it Bind? It's some useless normal type move. Sandstorm, Dig, Bind, and Land's Wrath, which I feel like Land's Wrath is probably like a exclusive move for Zygarde, because I've never heard of it before, and it sounds like it would be like an exclusive type move. So, doesn't know any Dragon type moves just yet, so maybe in his leveling up he'll learn something here. We're challenged by Aether Foundation employee. Excuse me, I got a little coughing spell there. I had to unplug the microphone so y'all wouldn't hear me, like, you know, spewing my throat out. But yeah, so we're done here on this level. So in the next video, we'll join them on the elevator. Yeah, I already battled this guy. So yeah, on the next video, we'll join them on the elevator and continue exploring the Aether Paradise, trying to find Lillie and Cosmog. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.